The news cycle has been rather sad and not that funny, to be honest, recently. Politicians simply cannot stop sending our money to the Ukraine for something no one cares about, and to make matters even worse, a tiny portion of all the billions go to their actual stated purpose, and the rest go up this idiot's nose and laundered back to rich people's children's bank accounts. In fact, it got so bad that leftist news channel CBS made a documentary about it, then got told in no uncertain terms that they work for the government, not the people, and to stick to the approved propaganda. So they deleted the documentary and went on to say everything sent to Ukraine has been used totally properly. F's in the chat for the few actual journalists in their news organisation who got this documentary made. They're not long for this world, I fear. And of course, Nancy Pelosi has seemingly started the rumblings of World War III with Winnie the Pooh firing missiles over Taiwan for the first time in history. Coincidentally, immediately after she went over there to pump the price of her semiconductor chip stocks. So that's gonna be fun, isn't it? And I could have made a video about this on its own, but it's all too miserable. A fat woke white woman in Canada held a gender reveal party for her 4-year-old daughter at a pride rally as she came out as a boy, so the mother could get attention for herself and farm likes on Facebook. Sorry, I meant to say so her daughter could feel comfortable within herself. Her reasoning? Because she played with boys instead of girls and liked the boys' toys section instead of the girls' toys. Yeah, that's called a tomboy, and they all used to grow up perfectly fine as women, but not in 2022. That means they are trans. But this is all natural. The 4-year-old child knows what they're talking about. Not a single bit of coercion was done by this fat woman so she could have a fashionable toy and be seen as cool on social media, of course. So you see what I mean? It's all getting a bit of a downer. But previously, we had one thing to cheer us all up, and that was Joe Biden. If you were ever feeling down, all you had to do was type Joe Biden into Twitter, and lo and behold, he was up to something hilarious, whether it was falling off his bike, reading teleprompter instructions as part of his speech, or being caught with an instruction pamphlet on how to sit down. There was never a day where he wasn't humiliating himself for our enjoyment. But his handlers tried to take this away from us, as after his latest gas, where he told everyone he had oil cancer for no real reason, and then went on a drug-fueled rant about Trump, they thought, this guy's out of control, we can't let him keep on making fools out of us. People are going to think we're this stupid, not just him. So they started pretending he had the coof to get him out of the public eye. Now, this seemed to work for a week as he had 3 pretend positive tests, and I thought, man, his dementia has finally caught up with him too much, and he can't be allowed to be seen outside. So this is going to be a permanent cover for him. But to be quite honest, his entire presidency has been a case of he shouldn't be allowed outside, so why start now? But today, the gods must have thought we needed some cheering up, and Joe Biden tested negative. So Joe was immediately out and about to promote his latest bee in his bonnet, climate change. Today he was taking advantage of the 25 people who died in floods in Kentucky. Can't let a good tragedy go to waste if there's money to be gained, eh? But here he is speaking to thousands and thousands of his adoring voters. When Joe Biden comes to speak at your place, you go out and listen.
This happened in America. American problem. And we're all Americans. Everybody has an obligation to help. We have the capacity to do this. It's not like it's beyond our control. The weather may be beyond our control for now, but it's not beyond our control.
Joe's carers, I think it's time for a positive test. You let him out for 2 seconds and he's immediately screaming at tens of people about how he wants to control the weather. He can't even control his bowel movements, but now he wants to choose when it rains. Don't you think you should cure cancer like you promised to do if you got elected as president before you start demanding everyone give you money so you can become the god of the weather, Joe? First day after being in hiding for ages, and he goes maximum potato straight away. That's why I love this guy. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, boy.